Okay, I have a great opportunity right now to sit down with Jay Luck. He is a man of many trades, from real estate to sailing aficionado, but found his passion with hypnosis and NLP about 15 years ago, maybe even before that. He might clue us in a little bit before that. And he is the owner and the MHS trainer at Wisconsin Hypnosis Center and Apple Valley Hypnosis Center in Minnesota. Hey, Jay, what are you excited about with the upcoming World Summit in November?
Hi, Marianne. Well, I don't know. It's going to be so amazing because I've never been in a venue like this where the people with the history, experience, change work they've done ever in a group of hypnotists. And I'm so honored to be part of this group. And like Marianne, I met you, what, 15 years ago or so. And at that time, it was still a new thing to me. And I didn't plan to get into hypnosis. This was not my goal in my life. I thought hypnosis was like myths and stage shows. And when I got into it, I had come from a sales background and I was pretty darn good at it. And I became a sales trainer in real estate. And getting into this, I realized this is like the top sales field you could be in. And what I mean by that is that, and I think it was Kelly Smith, one of our other trainers one day that said this, but she said, our job is help our clients fall in love with themselves. Because when they do that, they get out of their darn way. And so all these techniques we use, it's like the conference in November is going to be mind blowing because all these different people with experiences and history and thousands of clients between us that we've helped are going to share these techniques and skills with people, from that intimate thing to that getting to love yourself part, to the techniques we do and the skills and how to read people. And, these are things that I really didn't thought I knew, but had no clue about till I got into this. And anyone who comes to this, whether they are just curious and don't know a thing about it, or they're experienced people in this field, are going to learn stuff. I don't care if you've got 30 years in this business. This group at Master Hypnotist Society is far and above what most people do out there. I've even met hypnotists at some conferences that will go nameless, where they've never been hypnotized and they're out there being hypnotists. It doesn't make any sense to me. This group is mind-blowing, and everybody has different parts they're better at. Like Marianne has her thing and I have my thing, and all of that stuff combined is going to teach people life-changing things, even if they don't go on to become a hypnotist. If they're already hypnotists, it's going to change their practice totally.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is an amazing opportunity. And what would you say has been the biggest learning that you've taken out of doing a training like this before you even became a trainer or a clinic owner? You had to start with a training, right?
Sure.
And
Oh, yeah.
so imagine going back to your first training or second training, and what is something that really blew your mind in the way that things are taught with the MHS, that you're like, I never got this anywhere, and I'm so amazed that this is going to change my life?
What comes to me, there's so many things, like I could make a list, but the first thing that popped into my mind just now is learning to actually read yourself accurately. Like, we have our stories in our head about our past and how we saw it. And so in this training, we're learning how to really read ourselves for real. What are we really thinking? What are the patterns we're running that might be in our way to get goals? What are the patterns we're running that have us not see things accurately? Like, imagine you could be in the present moment and actually see what's happening around you, instead of your background stories about how you thought it was every time, let's say somebody just thinks guys with beards are stupid because they dated a guy that had a beard and he didn't like him. Well, now they can go, it doesn't matter if they have a beard. Everybody has a different pattern they do in a different reality. So now when you learn how to read yourself better, you really see the world for what it really is, the facts, rather than your story about it. And now you can maneuver through the world so much better. Like, imagine a baseball player who's really good. Well, they had a 300 average, makes them the best in the business. Now, if they're willing to play the game of baseball, that means they have to agree with the rules of the game. It doesn't mean they have to like it, but if they agree with it, now they master the game. So think about the laws of nature. Well, they are what they are. We can't argue that it rained and we're going to stop the rain, but we can decide how to maneuver in that. So we're teaching our clients how to be, and teaching the people that attend this, how to be on top of the circumstances rather than under them, with these techniques and skills and ways to think. And it's so hard to describe it because it is mind blowing. Every time I go to one of our trainings, I learn another thing that takes it to another level that I had no idea existed.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it it's hard to even put words on it, Marion. As you know, you've been doing this. It's really difficult.
Absolutely. So this event in November, it's going to be an amazing opportunity for whoever
Yeah,
attends it. So
yeah.
it could be the person who is a hypnotist that can change their career and change how their clinic and client results is, to just somebody who is just feeling stuck and wanting things to be different. So if somebody isn't registered already, how would they go ahead and do that?
Well, they would go to the Master Hypnosis Society website, and I'm sure you're going to put a link on here. That would be great if you did that. And that's a great way to do it. Or if they're working with one of our hypnotists in our group, as a client or student or whatever it is, they can help them get in there. But we don't have a lot of time. There's not a lot of space left. And I don't think people realize it, even though it's far off in November, there's not going to be a lot of seats left. It's crazy how much is already gone.
Yeah. Absolutely. So thank you, Jay, for taking a few minutes. The trainer team is so excited to be working with each person who attends this event, and many more stories are going to evolve over those 4 days. So I look forward to discovering what that is for each individual person there. So I can't wait to see you in November, Jay, and we'll see you coming up. So
Marianne, again, thanks so much. I'm honored to be in the team you're in. Thank you.
yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.